this particular series is going to be a crazy one to watch. Unfortunately, right now, guys, Mars' stream is not up for the time, so once that one is up, we'll have that final box put in. But like I said, man, 75%. That's all we can do for the time, but let's take a look at our landing locations. What we got, the floating island right now for Aiden and Thieves. They're going right back to these hot drops.
Yep, they love this spot on top island because a lot of people love to go to these islands. Typically, it's more skilled players, though, and it's hard to pick up those kills. The fact that they're landing there and have such confidence there really says a lot about this duo right now. Meanwhile, it looks like Drama and Mars opted to land towards Risky. So 2 interesting drops. One's a little bit more aggressive on the island, and one's at Risky, a little bit more passive, where it's hard to pick up eliminations off the bat.
35 HP right now here for Drama.
Oh, my goodness. He's in a tough spot here. You hear him say it's all you. I think his teammate is somewhere near him. Drama's not much health. Aiden picking up people elsewhere. And just like that, Drama says he's going to die. He's in a tough spot. He's getting surrounded. Somehow still alive. Has no more mats just about. And his teammate needs to get there. He's able to pick up one somehow, some way. Dramas and Mars are going to do it. Mars keeps his teammate alive, and Dramas clutches up as well. And Optic Gaming is off to a great start.
Dramas, after that entire thing, decides to go ahead.
You can feel the stress in his face, right?
Yeah,
you can
man.
see it, stress in his face.
If we would have saw someone go down in that situation, you could argue it's probably going to be game, at least up to that point. But speaking of game, Aiden, very low on HP. Unfortunately for Thieves, he is taken down and thirsted. Looks at this player, decides to go and rock Indiana Jones, but unfortunately he will fall back down. Aiden all up for his team. If he drops here, Fallout, this would be a huge loss for this side.
Yeah, Thieves did get thirsted early. And here it comes. A couple of stickies thrown at his feet right now as his opponent. And Aiden, such a clutch elimination right there, at least a knock. Now in a 1-versus-1 build fight. Of course, Aiden's going to get the quick edit and win that one. Picks up another. I believe that's 2 down right now. And I think that should mean either 1 or 2 more. He's going to get the elim right there pretty easily. You got it, brother. And you hear Thieves giving him some gas right now.
You got it, brother. Oh, man, you love to see.
I hope he does.
The great comms coming in. You see him just waiting potentially for the res. I think that's what Aiden's baiting on right now.
I'm going to let him jump down first.
You can just hear him saying, we're going to see him jump down first. I want to see him try to make a mistake. And I believe he gets shot in the midst of doing that. 15 HP. He just went down by 50. I don't know what he got hit by, but my goodness, did that take a huge toll on him up to this point? But he fights it, takes him down, and will stay alive for the time. Aiden, living on the edge to no avail, somehow stays alive and takes down an entire squad by himself.
Unbelievable. With 15 HP left, and that member he was fighting, says Drama. So Mars comes on the flank right here. Has a great flank opportunity for Mars. He's going to tag for a few shots. Picks up a down. Can he get the second down here? Good shots. It's not even going to matter. Those whites should be enough. He's going to trust his teammate Dramas to pick that knock up. That's why he turned his head right there. Smart decision by Mars. The chemistry and the teamwork from this duo is really showing.
Definitely is. A lot of shields taken off, and it looks like he will rock the pyramid. Fantastic stuff coming through from Mars. I love what he does there. He puts down the pyramid, decides to back up and try to re-engage, and it looks like he will have the high ground advantage, and now it's just a matter of spraying through the walls. But there's not just one, there's 2 teammates here, and at the same time, Aiden also falls, so they are off the board. They are wiped from this game number 1. Drama's the only man currently on 2 feet. And we'll see if he can try to go for the res. Pulls out. It looks like the grappler. Can he stay alive? Gets the nice shotgun shot. Is this a solid Skull Trooper or not? Can he find the fight? It's coming down to this.
Dude, how many times
oh my gosh. So many missed opportunities. So many shotgun shots that could have connected. And because of that, this Skull Trooper still has a chance to live here and has high ground. He does have a grappler, so he can retake high ground if he wants. He's going to just reload his gun. Smart decision from Dramas. Mars is still on the ground here, and it all comes down to this. The Skull Trooper, he hits the grappler shot. He's going to connect for the elim, and Optic Gaming stays alive. Huge plays from Dramas in the 1v to keep him alive in this one.
What a play from Dramas. We saw both players kind of basically shift from low ground to high ground. Dramas had that very trusty grappler.
On board with Dramas. Dramas is trying to get high ground. His teammate's going to come through and help out in a big way. That's against the Skull Trooper. Surprise, surprise. As Skull Trooper's going to get tagged up, his builds, he's ultimately going to go down. That's Killer Joe of YouTube, by the way. Look him up on YouTube. Subscribe to. No, he's going to get taken out by Dramas.
I don't think Killer Joe fired a bullet.
don't watch his YouTube.
No, of course. Shout to Killer Joe, but I was just waiting for a bullet to come out, but I don't think he did any damage to the opponents there. But I don't know. A few more opponents just in front of them and going to go and pull that grenade launcher. I feel like this gun is constantly talked about, but it is so underrated. The ability to literally fire your weapon at someone while not getting shot. He just did 100 damage to both of them. All right, well, there you go. Perfect situation.
That'll do it. And, you know, you heard Drama say he's dancing. Maybe some Optic Gaming fans out there that are no, I'm just kidding.
Are such heavy hitters, you almost kind of have to rely on your game plan being them dropping early because to match their aggression is nearly impossible. But speaking of aggression, they're getting a decent practice right now as the OG side as Drama decides to go ahead and combo that shotty along with the SMG, but unfortunately the smart trap play comes through from the other player.
No, give me.
And you hear the
call
saying,
he's falling into a trap.
You got to get me.
Yeah,
takes down the trap. I believe also finds the elims as well. That's going to be 7 for Mars, but even more importantly, the revive that's going to happen.
Yep, all explodes all day for these two. He's going to hit the nice heavy shotgun shot. Can he connect? Oh, no, he's going to get taken out. So he had the clear advantage in that one. He had high ground and the first shot. All up to Mars now. Actually, sorry, that's Drama's. Trap plays coming through. Mars gets eliminated. Drama's trying to take him out. He's going to connect for one. Is he going to go for the elim? Yes, he does. He gets it. And now, in a 1 versus 1 that could dictate their lead coming into the second game here is Drama's. And if I'm him, I'm going down there. I'm looking to see if were there any heals. Not sure if there were. You hear a team. He might grapple to this guy and do something to him.
Confidence. You love to see it.
Oh, my gosh. This is
Will it pay off?
Play high ground.
Oh, he's going to hold that high ground. You hear his teammate
But he's got to be careful. There's a player just toward his left. There's a player with a sniper. He's made his position known. He's revealed himself. Wants to have that build for his own, but unfortunately will get taken down by, what a name, Beef Couch. That's one to not use. That's interesting. But regardless, that was like a Monte Cristo type tomfoolery you just pulled in the chat. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. I thought you might have had an Optic Gaming jersey, but all ghost. But
you thought it was going to be an Optic jersey, too.
I thought it was.
You thought it was full fanboy.
Well, I was like, okay, where's he going with this? And I was like, okay, he's got to have like something underneath the sweatshirt.
The opposite. You know, we don't show cashier's bias here. We show support for all organizations and teams. But this one, I got Ghost Gaming.
You got Ghost?
A shirt outweighs a wristband, I think, just a little bit.
That's true.
Unless Optic wants to send me a shirt. No, I'm just kidding. I already have one.
You can tweet a follow that.
Just kidding. But we're having some fun here. Big shout out to Ghost Gaming, of course, the Ghost organization, supporting the Fortnite community in a huge way. I mean, they have the most disgusting lineup and roster
when it comes down to this particular game, but it looks like for the boys of Optic, they are going to be making their way toward the houses just outside of Shifty Shafts, just trying to get pretty much well kitted up, as it looks like a thief spotting someone early sitting inside of a garage, as they're also going to find a very nice chug jug off the body. That's always nice to find a few of those around the map from time to time. Do you think, I got to ask you, in this situation for Aiden, does he thirst it, or do they continue to look for shields? It looks like they don't even have an opportunity to do so. There's so many fights happening at all times.
Wow, what an aggressive. A salty drop is pretty aggressive here. They're down by 4. I think it's the right call, and ultimately the bust didn't really help their plan to go island. So they dropped salty. Meanwhile, I actually didn't see where I'm excited to see if they can hunt this down. Looks like they did get a knock early, so that does give them a 2v3. And the reality is, in these high elimination
sniped him in the butt.
Yeah, in these high elimination formats, though, you trust your team. You know, 2v4 is pretty tough to win, but if you have a 2v3 or a 2v2, you can almost guarantee they're going to win that fight. And you want to think with that mentality. Any 2v2 you have to fly at. 2v4s you got to give some respect to. But ultimately, you need to be a little cautious here. They call this Scully. Scully gets taken on as well. So there you have it. They knock one early. They have a 2v3, and they play with aggression because they recognize, hey, we're pro players. We're going to be able to really win any 2v3 in this lobby. Only down by 1 right now. 20-19 is the score here, as they already have 7 eliminations here on the Ghost Gaming and FaZe side. Make that an 8th. We're tied at 20 here in game number 2. This one's going to come down to it. It's going to come down to the wire, and it's going to be a close one. Imagine fighting in Fortnite with no mats, with $10,000 potentially on the line here. He's going to get the thirst. Going to pick up some mats as well, and RPGs if he wants them. 4 RPGs to his name. Did he get no mats from that?
Keep in mind,
he must have gotten quite a few mats, at least a few mats. Only has 29
total.
Mats. He's going to go down. They're tied. No, I think they win. I think that's it.
I don't know. It's very close at this point, regardless, for Optic Gaming.
We only need one, I think I just heard.
Resurgence, they need to stay alive. This is a big moment. 60 HP. He has a rocket, and here's his opportunity. He lands it, and that very well might have just have done it. As they're going to celebrate, I believe, with that one rocket, the ability to stay alive for Mars. That rocket will shoot them into the finals to face off against Jorberry and Gaffo, who just took down Boxy and See a Dark. You hear the hype coming through. OG makes it in, and despite our praise despite your shirt, despite the apparel.